Hi everyone, it's Grandma Diane. It's time for Grandma Diane's story time. Before we start reading today's story, I want to just catch up a little bit with you with yesterday's Zen Pig story. We had some responses, so let me share those with you. First of all, we have Mark, who is grateful for his mom, his grandma, and his grandpa. Isn't that cool? And then also when it was, what can you do to help save the world? He said we can plant trees and we can throw garbage in the garbage can. Great ideas, Mark. Those are wonderful. I hope you follow through on those. And we also had another response from Judy. And she's grateful, she says, for the friends I have. And then another one from Mark's sister, Sophia, and she is grateful for her kittens, her friends, and her family. And then finally, Mark, one more from Mark. He is grateful for his stuffed lion, which he sleeps with every night. And that lion makes him feel safe on stormy nights. Isn't that great? Okay, well, thank you so much for those responses. It's always fun to hear from people that are listening to the stories, so thank you. The easiest way to do it is to just respond right to the Facebook page. You can just click on comment and leave a comment right there if you'd like. That's kind of a fun way to do it too. Okay, today we're going to be reading Would You Rather Be a Princess or a Dragon? And it's written by Barney Saltzberg. Now, Barney wrote to me the other day and gave me permission to read his stories, and let me just read what he wrote to me. He said, Diane, thank you for asking. I'd be honored to have you read any of my books. Feel free, and I'll try to tune in. Most sincerely, Barney. Well, that was really nice of him to respond, wasn't it? And to tell us to go ahead and read his stories. How wonderful is that? Thank you, Barney. We appreciate it so much. So here we go. Would you rather be a princess or a dragon? By Barney Saltzberg. Oh, look at this pretty green page. Isn't that lovely? What a pretty green. Looks like spring. Would you rather be a princess or a dragon? This is a Neil Porter book, Roaring Book Press, out of New York. Barney Saltzberg. Would you rather be a princess or a dragon? You'll never know which one to be until you've tried. If you want to be a princess or a dragon, here's a book that might help you decide. And there's a little whatever he is. I think he might be a turtle or a frog. I'm not sure. And the book says, would you rather be a princess or a dragon? Here's a little crown for a princess and the tail for the dragon. Okay, right now, raise your hand if you'd rather be a princess. How many hands do we have up? I hope a lot. Okay, now raise your hand if you want to be a dragon. Let's see how many hands we have up. Oh, just about the same. That's pretty cool. All right, here we go. If you want to be a princess, you should wear a lot of pink. There's that little guy too. If you want to be a dragon, being green would help, I think. It sounds like we have some rhyming going on here too, doesn't it? I think he might be a frog. If you want to be a princess, you have to practice walking straight and tall. He's watching her walk up his tail. Silly guy. If you want to be a dragon, practice bouncing off the wall. Oh my, he's bouncing and he's got pictures flying and statues tipping over. He's quite the dragon. A princess loves bubble baths. A dragon never bathes. There he is in the mud instead. Look at over here, the frog's got his mask and snorkel on so he can be in the tub with the bubbles. And here the frog's enjoying playing in the mud with the dragon. A princess is polite. And a dragon misbehaves. Look at, he's throwing a little fire on that flower. That'll take care of it, won't it? When a princess eats her food, she takes teeny tiny bite. A dragon, on the other hand, eats everything in sight. He's even eating the table. A princess likes to practice her perfect princess wave. A dragon likes to look for the perfect dragon cave. Looks like he may have found one. A princess loves to smile in a dainty princess way. She's looking at herself in the fountain, isn't she? A dragon is just wild, being dragony all day. That's one nice thing about being a dragon. He can roast his own marshmallows, can he? Look at that. That'd be fun. From time to time, a princess needs to take a little break. He's watching her still, isn't he? There's only so much pink that even a princess can take. Sometimes a little princess wants to be a little wild. Oh dear, she kicked off her shoes and socks and her crown, and she's going barefoot. Oh my, that's a little wild for a princess, isn't it? Inside every princess is a little dragon child. Look at, she's sticking her tongue out at him, and he's sticking his tongue out at her. And the frog is sticking his tongue out at both of them. And inside every dragon, I can say without a doubt, ... more to come. There's a little princess. Uh-oh. She is inside him, isn't she? With her feet hanging out his mouth. Waiting. ... Oh, look at that big smile. Look at the frog. He's got kind of an exasperated look on his face, doesn't he? To come out. I think they're having a good time together. What do you think? She's still barefoot, that princess. They all look pretty happy, though, don't they? And that's the end of the story. And here we have pink, end page, and then the green. Pink is for the princess, right? And green is for the dragon. Well, did you make up your mind? Would you rather be a princess or a dragon? You'll never know which one to be until you've tried. If you want to be a princess or a dragon, here's a book to help you decide. Well, how fun is that? Very good. And up here it talks about Barney a little bit. It says he's a writer and illustrator of over 30 books. Wow. Including the Kisses series, The Beautiful Oops, and Tea with Grandpa. He lives in Los Angeles, California, with his wife and 3 dogs, where he writes, draws, and creates and sings songs for children. Very cool. And here's a review that another author gave of this book. It says, knocking down gender stereotypes for children is as important now as it has ever been, and Barney Saltzberg does it here with great subtlety and aplomb. Drew DeWalt, author of The Day the Crayons Quit and The Day the Crayons Came Home. We read his books, didn't we? Do you remember that? The crayon books? They were fun books, too. All right. And here we have The Princess and the Dragon and the little frog, the back cover of the book. That's really a nice picture. I like that. That would be nice hanging in a bedroom, wouldn't it? Very cool. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing another Barney Saltzberg's book. And the one for tomorrow is called My Book of Beautiful Oops. A Scribble It, Smear It, Fold It, Tear It Journal for Young Artists by Barney Saltzberg. So, tomorrow we're going to be reading that book, but it doesn't take very long to read. So what I'd like you to do is find your crayons and colored pencils and maybe a scissors and maybe some glue. You might need a little glue and some paper. And we're going to try out some of Barney Saltzberg's Beautiful Oops tomorrow. I'm hoping we can get Elsie and Eli to come and help with some of that, and you can watch what they're doing, and maybe you can do the same things that they're doing, which should be fun. So join me tomorrow at 11 o'clock for my Book of Beautiful Oops by Barney Saltzberg. See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.